Hi. Hello, 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 YouTube. I'm so excited. I get to explain to everybody what I have planned and what's coming, and then I'm going to do some readings. So I'm super, super excited. And as you can see, I have a totally different background, and I'm going to have different backgrounds all the time. So, to let the cat out of the bag, what I have been planning for a few weeks, my husband helped me with this, Kim Borders, just a whole bunch of people coming together with these innovative ideas is what can we do next, because so many people want me across the world and across the country, and I can't do it. It's just absolutely not feasible at this point because, one, I have little kids, and two, it's just there's not enough time. There's not even enough time in the day to get laundry done, okay? So, what I'm doing is I have set up this whole new room. Well, my husband helped me set it up, but set up this whole room so that I have basically this makeshift studio now. And what is going to happen is here on the YouTube readings that I do for and things that I do with taps or with Beyond Reality Radio, that will all be on the phone and through chat like I'm doing tonight. However, when people want to book a gallery and a party, that kind of a thing, what I'm doing is connecting this whole system to Zoom. And the person having the party will then take this code that I give them and either put it on their phone or their computer, and depending on how technologically savvy they are, you can either just leave it on your computer or you can cast it to your television, and I'll be right there. I'm going to be totally there. We'll be able to see each other. I will be able to see your group. You'll be able to see me, and it will be completely interactive, and it is going to be awesome, and I'm going to be able to see everybody. So I'm so excited that I won't just have to do remote viewing. People will be able to actually bring me through things. So I am like really, really excited. And so tonight what I'm going to do is just test this puppy out on a chat level, and then I'm going to select a couple people randomly to do some trial run galleries with me. And I am excited, whoop whoop, because I get to do that, and I get to, I don't know, step into people's lives like literally this time. So isn't that totally cool? So yes, so I'm super, super excited. And so my galleries will be like this, and who knows what I'll have in the background from now on. You never can tell, right, what Rebecca's gonna do. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm really excited. So parties for right now are not being scheduled because I do have to test it out. I'm going to do like 3 or 4 different trial runs, making sure that people can, you know, how the ease of setting up, and just finding people who may not be exactly technologically savvy, may not completely understand it, and then find out any of the glitches that they have along the way. So I'd be using a couple people as guinea pigs to help me set this up so I can perfect it. And of course, it's not going to cost you anything because it's just going to be you helping me. So that's my plan, Stan, and I'm really excited. So I have had a glass of wine. Well, I've started this glass of wine, and I'm very excited about that too because it's been one heck of a day, and I'm so ready to just relax. So I'm going to go for about an hour. I'm going to read as many of you as I can. I have my camera up here now, so I'm not looking down at you all the time, but I do have to look down from my computer. So, and then too, with my galleries, I won't be sitting. I will have this whole room, so I'll be able to stand up and actually pace and do my thing like I normally do when I'm reading people. And then another part of this is because what was so strange is I really believe that with my gift, I really try to allow God to guide it and move it forward. And so the other day, in the whole process of doing all of this, I realized, see, now I also teach as well. And I've got students who always say, well, I don't understand it through reading it, and I don't understand, I have to look or I have to see it. And so I did a reading for a young girl that what was holding her back was just listening to what I was saying over the phone. And so being able to do a video conference with her and do her reading by a video conference made a difference, a complete difference in how she understood what I was trying to tell her. And so that's another reason that I'm doing it this way, is so that people who may be visual learners, or who may really react to the visual aspect of things and may not really comprehend just listening to me, this will benefit them as well, and hopefully it will be able to reach a lot of different people. Okay, so everybody can hear me? Okay, there is no funky feedback, nothing like that, and I'm excited. All right, okay, so if anything glitches or you guys have any weird sounds that you're hearing, anything like that, let me know if you can't hear me either. Okay, perfect. So I am going to get started, and Kim is here. Yay, whoop, whoop. So Kim Borders, she is really my PR and my events person, and she really helps me a lot with everything. So if you guys have questions, and I don't know if Lalanya is in here. Oh, she is, and Lala is here too. So both of them with the wrenches. If you have any questions while I am reading and I'm not seeing your comments, please go to them, because they will be able to help you out or direct you in where you need to go for more answers. So let's get this potty started right now. Okay. All right, I'm going to whoop through, and like I said, for about an hour. I'll get done about 10, so I want to stop. And don't you like my apartment? I'm sitting on, see my studio? See, I'm like tent house already, baby. Moving on up. Okay, all right. So LS, I don't believe I've read for you yet. I don't know who you are, which is great. I don't know who most people are here, but that's what I prefer. Okay, so LS, let's take a gander at this. All right, so for people who have never listened to my readings, don't understand how I do this, my information comes from God, from spirit guides, and from people who have passed over. I do my best to decipher what I'm seeing. It comes through symbolically. People go, why you don't just come out and say it? Why does it have to be symbolic? Well, part of the reason is because in words, in a sentence, they may say that the sky is blue, and it makes me cry. Well, okay, why? That would be a sentence I would not understand. But the visual allows me to see the sky, the crying, what else is happening, why it's making them cry. And so the visuals, the symbolic aspect of things give me a much deeper understanding of a full idea or concept rather than just a sentence. So I hope that answers people's questions. So I'll explain to you first what I'm being shown, and then I'll explain to you what it means. So LS. So the first thing that has come through for you, for your guides, is that you have these doorways that, the way that they appear, and I'm sorry, I'm normally an eye contact person, and the camera is normally your eyes, but when I'm reading, I'm looking at a different place. So forgive me for not looking in your eyes. But there is several doorways in front of you, and you're standing there like this. You're kind of like, and it's not even so much that you're trying to figure it out, like, what do I do? It's more like a, like, why is this door here? There's more of a skepticism in it. There's more of, not even that you want to walk through the door. You just want to know why the door is there. Like, why did somebody put this door here? Is it so I would open it and get lost? There's a skepticism there. That tells me right off the bat that you have a bit of a distrust of people, and that it's not that it's all skeptical. It's not that. It's that you just generally distrust people, or that you believe that, you know, it's funny, there's those quizzes that ask you about when you're like working for or applying for a job, like, do generally people act this way, or do you think people would generally steal the paper clips? It's a character quiz, and yes, when I'm looking at those questions, what it really looks like is that you generally think that people will behave or do a certain thing and maybe not admit to it. And so there's this general distrust of people, and you keep a very close eye on who you have around you, and you limit the people that are around you as well. You don't just open up. And you've got 3 doorways here, all of which have been placed there not to trick you or not to stump you or make you question why they're there. Rather, they're there for you to choose which one do you want to walk through this time. Like, it's just 3 doors, nothing else. And you can choose to walk through one, or you can choose not to. And this is where free will comes into place, and it comes into you gaining back faith and trust. And only you can do that through practice and through listening and moving through. So it looks like your guides and God are trying to gain more access to you for various reasons. And it may be because of how people relate to you and how they understand you and know you, that if you were to do something, they would trust. And you know what's funny? I have to say this maybe this will make sense. The other day at the Unity event at the R Theater with Robin Terry, he said that when he was asked to do a follow-up with Ghost Adventures, that they wanted him to wear pants. And he said, I'm not wearing pants. I only wear shorts. And they said, no, you have to wear pants. He said, I'm not going to do the show. If you're going to make me wear pants, I'm not doing the show. And they couldn't figure it out. And he explained it was because everybody knows Robin doesn't wear pants. He only wears shorts. So he thought, if I'm wearing pants on this show and people see that and go, why is Robin wearing pants? They're going to then wonder, what else did they make him say or do? And then they would not trust what he was saying, or that kind of thing. And so that's what's coming through for you as well, is they're just basically saying they're saying that they want you to trust them without changing your character, without adjusting your character. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. I went on too long, but I think you needed to hear it. Okay. And I don't want to cut anybody off. So if something comes through for somebody, then I definitely want to make sure that you are understanding what I'm saying. And yeah. And if you guys have questions when I'm done, you can email me. You can go to my website, RebeccaFoster.co. You can email me. And I promise you, I have a folder that says readings to reply to. And I have a couple in there that I haven't replied to. But I promise you, I always look at them and go, I have to reply. So I will. You're welcome, LS. Okay. Thank you, Annabelle. I hope you get better. All right, so the next one I'm going to read for here. Well, let me move up here. I'm so glad you guys were... See, you guys are such troopers. You were here last night. You're here tonight. And I love seeing everybody. Darcy Rosner. Darcy, I do not know your name, and so I am going to read for you. So Darcy, the first thing that your guides are showing is that you are down by a doorway and you're peeking through the keyhole. And it looks like when you look through the keyhole, you're not trying to peek through the keyhole, you're looking for the tumblers. Like, you're looking for, where can I unlock this door? Where are the little things that I can flip to unlock the door? And it looks like you have a stick or a straw, and you're trying to get it in there, and you look and you're like, okay, there's one, and you're really working it. Like, you don't have the key to this door, but you are trying very desperately to open it. And so it's strange. I love watching for patterns in people's readings, because I don't do astrology, but this does say, it does tell me things that are kind of happening in the universe. And doorways, again, so that's interesting. But, so your doorway is closed. It's obviously locked, which means you can't walk through it yet, but it's there. So when somebody is moving along, and they pick up, their soul remembers, okay, I'm at a point, I'm this age, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that, and then all of a sudden you have all these triggers around you that think, oh my gosh, that's the blonde person, and there's the dog, all at the same time by the coffee shop. It's, the blonde, the dog, and the coffee shop are right, but it's the wrong point in time. So we start moving forward with what we feel we're supposed to do, and we hit walls, and we hit barriers, and we're like, well, maybe that was wrong. Maybe I'm not supposed to do this, and then we give up on that. But they're saying, no, there's this doorway here for you to walk through. You just have not been given the key yet. Now, any kind of door represents the new chapter, and then when it closes, it's leaving the old behind. This is important for you to remember. And also, I want to kind of tell you, just hang out by the door until you're given the key, because you can't go through it and you really don't want to go back. So this is important. new changes, new beginnings are coming. You are ahead of the game. You already know the changes are coming. You just don't know yet. So you're kind of at the stoplight with one foot on, you're brake torquing right now. So just relax. Take your foot off the brake. Take your foot off the gas. Just relax at the light for, roll the window down. Blast your music. It Takes Two. Rob bass. You can't go wrong. On a hot summer's day, the window's open and It Takes Two blasting out the window. Okay. Can I get an amen? All right. So let me grab this here really quickly. Let's check down her a second. So I am new people. I see Witchy Lady. Hello, Patty. Also, Patty just made me think of this. I am finishing up my book, and anybody who I have read for, that the reading has made a difference to them. The reading made them do something or change something that helped them, or changed the way that they looked at something, or helped them to move through a problem. If you have an experience from a reading that I have given you, and I want to know about it, either in writing or in a short video, like 3 to 5 minutes. Find a way to compress it and email it to me. I am going to use them in a lot of ways coming up in regards to both my book and my website. So if you're interested and it makes a difference, then let me know. Send me some kind of explanation. Okay. Let's see here. All right, so a lot of people. Hello, Robert. Hello, Mary. Memory. I have not read for Memory, so I will get to the Witchy. I've not met for you. Patty. Carrie Chambers. I'm not read for Carrie. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, all of you, for showing up tonight. So, Carrie Chambers. I'm going to grab this. I'm actually going to open my Facebook really quickly, because by doing that, I know that Lala and Kim can send me messages right away and just say, here are names, and then I don't have to look and read everything. They can just send me messages that way, and it's much easier, so then I'm not having to read everything, and I don't see what you're writing. So I'm going to leave it at that. And you can hear my phone is going crazy. Let me turn off my phone too. We sold a bunch of puppets today. So my phone, I don't know what these iPhones, you still can't mute them regardless of how muted they are. All right. So Carrie Chambers, let's take a peek at you. So you're walking on your beach. Now the beach represents safety, security, and grounding. And I am standing, the water, I'm kind of floating up here. The water is to my right. You are down on the beach. You're probably a foot away from the water coming in. You're barefoot. You're wearing some capri pants, a t-shirt, looks like some kind of a sweater over it. And your hands are in your pockets. Your hair is down. Water again is to your left. And you're kind of just walking along, really feeling the sand. You're really feeling the water and the sand, like not the water, but the wet sand, and you're taking in everything around you. Now this is introspective. This is very important, because what it is saying is that it's like upstairs is letting you know they recognize your thankfulness, and they recognize your gratitude. And it's not just to the people around you, but just the things that you say and do when nobody is looking. And every step you take, you are feeling that wet sand, and it's cold and it's gritty, and you can feel it, and you're taking all of that in. There's an appreciation for life here. Almost feels as if you would have gotten over something or healed from something that may have at some point been kind of scary. But nonetheless, it represents a great gratitude through a healing or from a healing. Every now and then, again, your hands are in the pockets. So barefoot, nothing's holding you back right now. Nothing is saying you can't do something. Nothing is saying you can't do this, Carrie. Nothing. Nobody. Nothing external to you. So it's a good time to get things started. And then I hear, as I'm saying that, I hear your energy go, I can't. I just can't yet because I've got to deal with this and this. And so that would be the jeans or the capri pants that you're wearing, because they're perfect for the beach, but they're a little tight around the waist. So anything constrictive represents personal fears, personal things that would be holding you back. So externally, everything else is going, Carrie, go do it, go do it, go do it. Here's an opportunity, go do it. But you're going, I can't. That's mom guilt. That's just guilt kicking in saying you can't do it. That's personal perspective or ideas saying that you can't do something or experience something. And so you don't want to miss things that are coming up that are important for you. And it's funny because you are rejecting things at the same time. You're looking out on the water and you're like, and you're enjoying the breeze. So there are opportunities that will tempt you to come out and get them. But it's up to you if you're going to do it or not. The fact that you're looking out on the water, that just tells me that there are still things that are not that totally satisfying as far as what's going on your beach. And you may want to, for your own personal identification and growth, figure out what's on that water for you to go for, because this I don't think is just for you. I think it is for a lot of people. I have spent 22 years, more than that, I'm sorry, like 24 years as an at-home mom. And finally, in the last year and a half, 2 years, I've said, I only due to the calling that I have I actually stepped outside of that to move towards wherever God is telling me to go. And so there's always that feeling of, who am I going to be when my kids grow up? Who am I going to be when I'm no longer a mom? And so that's what I'm hearing that I'm supposed to tell you, is that experience. And so it's just important for you to not ignore what is coming your way right now. Part of that. It's very important. All right, let's see here. Okay. What else is there? Let's see here. Happy Friday, Terry. Mark Borders is with me. Hello, Mark. How are you? Are you home? Holy cows. I'm shocked and amazed. Well, I will tell you this, Mark. As I'm saying your name, the one thing that I'm hearing is that this car, you're standing like up on a sidewalk. So what, is a sidewalk like this far above the road? And it's a cobblestone road? Or not cobblestone, but the pavers bricks that they used to use. It's raining or wet, and you have these really nice shoes on, and you're standing close to the edge, and it's like a tire goes flying by and it sprays you and gets your shoes all muddy and the cuffs of your pants all muddy. And I'm thinking, tires? This road is way too old for tires. This would be more something like a wagon or something of that nature. So this is making me feel like there is some form of a past life experience coming through for you that could relate to some things that are happening now. Importance of the movement. Now, when you're standing close to a road with your back towards this way, I'm facing this, so your back is to the buildings, you're facing the road. This represents opportunity arising, and that you are dressed for what would appear to be work in these shoes. These aren't these aren't boots or play shoes or sneakers. These are dress shoes. So there's some form of work-related thing happening here. And the way that the road represents itself too is that something from your past that you would have messed up or missed could be aligning with what is happening now. And so you may find yourself with a career or a job change, and then with that would come the anxiety of, if I don't change this now, I may lose it. I'm not sure exactly how to explain it. It's almost a feeling of And I'm asking, as I'm looking, I'm asking them, well, should he take something like this or should he pass something like this up? And the anxiety or the stress over the job change is not from this lifetime. It would be something that is previous. And so this time you may get your shoes wet from this tire and this car flying by you, but it doesn't mean that you would have missed the ride this time. My question is just making sure, my assertion would be stay out of the road so you don't get run over. Because today, you know, it's not just like you're getting hit by a horse and a wooden wheel. You're getting run over. But there are opportunities coming because you're facing the road. Being watchful, which I know you already are. You're watchful, but being watchful and keeping your distance until you know that it's safe to move. That's important. That's the important message here. Okay. Facey Case. What's up, girl? Facey Case. It's my chica. Alright. So, Facey Case. Casey, actually. Her name's Casey, not Facey Case. I need a glass of wine here. I used to drink Moscato, and then I went the keto diet, and they said you can't drink Moscato because of the residual sugars. So drink like a Pinot or a Chardonnay. And it took me a while to get used to them, but then I tried a sip of Moscato, and I couldn't drink it. I had to spit it out because it was superbly sweet. Okay, I'm missing this. I don't know. Okay. I'm sorry, my phone will not stop. So, Casey, your things that are coming through right now are more of an earthly energy, and see, your strength, you're such a strong individual. I'm following you around your beach. I'm following you up the hill. I'm following you on your earthly path. And you're just such a strong individual. You are not bothered by me well, you are bothered by me following. You know what? It looks like you kind of turned and looked at me like, what are you doing? Why are you following me? Why are you here? And I'm like that annoying, like just tagging along, just watching you to see what you're going to do. And normally I can pick people up by the back of the shirt and move them around, and it gives me a whole new idea as to like what is going on. And it's funny because as I try to pick you up, you smack my hand. That's funny. I'm sorry, that's an inside joke, but that was funny. You actually smacked my hand. But that was an inside joke, and I don't want to go into it, but it wasn't actually intentional. It just actually came out like that. That was funny, though. You hit my hand away. I'm watching you, though. I'm watching to figure... See, you have it all together. You don't think you do, but you have it together, because I'm watching you in all of these different places, and see, you are not a person who focuses on the problems. You are the person that focuses on the solution to things, and you stand back and you go, I wonder if this is the problem, what should I do to look at the solution here? And so you look at things and you don't have time for the problems. And I'm watching you. I'm really literally putting you all over your beach. Now, this also says that you're a person who doesn't actually deal with problems. So when there is a problem, you don't focus on it for any reason. You may not even focus on it to fix it in a way that helps you to heal. So one of the messages your guides want you to know is, although you are superb at not getting caught up in drama and problems, and you are a solution-oriented individual, they are saying that when it comes to your personal health and your personal well-being, that you definitely want to take just a little self-check time and go through and make sure that you are personally dealing with matters of the heart and of the mind, so you are not carrying those with you. Because I was, I met Casey, and just so everybody knows, I met Casey at ScaraCon, and she's just an amazing, exceptional individual, and I love her. And We are two peas in a pod, and she has just as demented a sense of humor as I have, and I highly enjoy her company. So I look forward to more events with her. But from what I'm seeing, it actually fits what I see about you, and I don't see anything other than making sure you're taking care of your own mental health and heart health. And I'm talking on a spiritual level, not like a physical level. Just addressing those things that are jumping out, or maybe that you are not dealing with, if that makes sense. Okay. So next I will read Witch Lady. Which lady? Which lady? That's the question. All right, no, actually, which lady? All right, that was funny. Okay. Oh, hi, Brianna. My Brianna Borders is on there. It's the and Brielle. It's the whole Borders family. Whoop whoop. Tyrone, hello. How are you? Oh my gosh, I haven't seen these people in a long time. I'm so excited. Okay, so which lady? All right. Like, who's on first? Oh, I'm sorry, that was funny. Okay, and look, I have all this to go. I'm already a ball of fun. Okay, so which lady? The first thing that they're showing for you is, it's interesting because I've never seen it before. But you know those, it looks like a workout machine that you can stand on, and you put your hands up here and your feet on the pedals, and you move both at the same time. So your hands are doing this, and your feet are also pedaling at the same time. And oh my gosh, Lilanya just totally I'm sorry, Lilanya just timed out Facey Case. She hit the up button and timed Casey's in a timeout. Okay, so Witchy, you are on this thing and you're pedaling with your hands and your feet, and you are really, you're working. I mean, this looks exhausting. It looks just like a lot of work, and I don't like pedaling anyway. I can't imagine just doing it upright, standing and doing it. Maybe it feels good to work out that way, but it looks exhausting, and it's like a treadmill. The way I'm looking at it, it's like you're working your butt off and you're not going anywhere with it. It's not taking you anywhere. And one of the things that you need to focus on right now is that there are earthly things, and we have our earthly distractions, but then there are also a lot of things that are calling you into a higher realm. And this is where I see when I'm seeing you here and I try to pick you up or move you, I kind of bang your head on the ceiling. I can't pull you through the ceiling. It's like you get caught on the ceiling itself. And so the importance to that, because it's crazy, I've never seen anything like that before, but the importance to that is that you have it in your mind, somewhere in your mind or subconscious, saying that there are things that you cannot do or that you are not capable of doing. And although I can see there's a lot of space up here, I mean, there's like 18 inches of ceiling to go, and I'm trying to lift you up, and you are like, bonk, bonk, you know, you keep hitting your head. And you're working really, really hard at going nowhere on this machine, but you can feel that rise, that need to move through the ceiling. I can feel it, and I see it within you that you're supposed to be moving upward. But when I try to do it, then all of a sudden the human aspect of you, it's almost like the human part of you says, nope, nope, nope. Either you're not worthy or you're not capable of it. It's really interesting. I cannot change that. There are things I can manipulate and change in a reading to help a person or to fix an energy. But things like this involve life lessons and personal choice, free will. I can't do anything with that. So what it's basically in a summary, an easy summary, is what it's saying is that there are things that you you know, you can move mountains. You just have to believe that you can do it. You have to believe that you're not only capable of doing it, but that you can do it. And we all have spirit within us that helps us to achieve certain things. And we may not be able to just jump off the ground and fly, but hey, maybe you could. I guess maybe people just really haven't ever just tried. Well, I'm probably wrong. They probably have tried to fly. But there's a lot of things that you're capable of that they're saying don't hold yourself back. So it's very important that you do that. So I hope that fits your, at least if you don't understand it, I hope it makes a little bit of sense. Okay. All right. Teresa Scroggins. Teresa. Hello, everybody. Okay. You're welcome, Witchy. I hope it makes sense to you. I hope it makes sense. I don't see new doorways opening. I see things that are still happening that have to transpire. They have to happen. It's interesting. Okay. Who was I just gonna read? Is Casey still in a timeout? You know what? That was just karma. That was just karma, Casey. That was karma saying you deserve to be in a timeout after what you did. See? Okay. Where was I going? Teresa Scroggins. Thank you, Teresa. I like my background too. I definitely like my background. I'm sitting some city. I don't know where yet. But, okay. Teresa, let's take a peek at you. Teresa. You've got a lot going on, Teresa. I say this because your energy jumps between your beach and the water. And the beach and the water. And my question to you is, are you as afraid of mental hospitals as I am? And the reason I ask is because even ones that are closed and shut down, they are terrifying to me. But it's even difficult for me to go into hospitals that have mentally disabled people in them. And it's terrifying. Like clowns are terrifying for me. And it's interesting because I was looking at your beach and you were jumping between water and the sand. And what that means is that there are a lot of changes happening, and there's discord in the way that you're trying to balance out achieving new things for yourself and balancing home and everything else that is supposed to be grounded and solid, and you're trying to do all of these things all at the same time, all on your own plate. And it's not so much just to prove to people that you can do it, but to just because you are like a bit of a control freak. And so it's fine. It's who you are. It's what makes you up. It's what makes you you. But every time you go from the water to the sand, you keep saying, I'm not going back there. I'm not going back there. And I'm going, where are you not going back to? And all of a sudden it looked like you were in some kind of a coat or something that comes down. Not a straitjacket, but something that would come down and kind of hold your arms down. And I thought, oh, no. Because I'm pretty sure that in a past life that did happen to me. And that's why I'm like, I don't want to be in a mental hospital. I mean, I go to Ashmore Estates and I love that place. But it's still in the center of my core freaks me out. Okay. There are hospitals that I walk into and I think they have done some horrible things in here. And so, yeah. It's pretty crazy stuff. It's freaky. Okay. So you're bouncing back and forth and you are jumping from the water to the beach, the water to the beach, trying to balance everything out. And again, the beach represents safety, security, and grounding. And the fact that you don't want to be there says that there are personal things, there are things going on in your personal life that you are not happy with, that you're finding unsettled. They're just not good enough the way they are. And I mean, I don't want to say that they're just not good enough. It's just that they're not the way that you feel that they need to be or should be. And so that you have to look at the personal aspect of your life as well and say, am I doing all I can in relationships with my friends and family and intimate loved ones? Are they doing everything that I need in return to help lift me up and grow? And that would be what would be causing you to go back and forth from the water to this, because there's this unsettled thing of trying to maintain balance and not lose your mind at the same time. So I hope that that makes sense to you, because there's just a lot going on, and I don't want to say it's bad. It's not. It's you figuring out and discovering who you are, what you want, what you need to happen in your life that is going to perpetuate happiness, prosperity, and growth. And that's what you are needing to focus on. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay. Alrighty, let's look. Totally don't need a reading, me lady. Just curious if you've had any thoughts on my silly boys' names you gave me, because definitely not positive a difference. Okay, I don't understand the question. Okay, wait. Totally don't need a reading. Just curious if you have any thoughts on those silly boys' names you gave me, because definitely not but positive. Is it okay? So I guess I'm not sure what the last part of. So I don't know who I don't when I read for people, even people who call me and I'm like, I ask everyone, have I ever read for you before? Now there are people that I know I definitely have read for you before, because I've read for you like 20 times, but there are people I don't remember names, and I don't file anything. So when I ask somebody, have I read for you before? It's a legitimate question, because I need to know if I have to take the time to explain something to you about like how I do my readings, or if I don't. And I don't remember your name change. My name change? You had a name change. Interesting. I'm lost. Let Lalanya know what you're talking about, and then I will get back to it, because I don't want to I don't know the question, and I apologize. I just I can't figure it out. Amy Gallagher, my son got in trouble this week. That might be better discussed in a private conversation. Okay, and I'm wondering if I can see any kind of a solution for you in a discreet way. This looks like something that might be a harder lesson for your son. And I would think that one of the solutions, and not the easy way out. I mean, I wouldn't think that it would be an easy way out of something, but I do think that being able to come clean, being able to responsibly deal with something, with the situation, and be accountable will go a long way. And being honest, again, I feel this will go a long way. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but I feel like it will go a long way beyond you, Amy. So maybe that does make sense. Jennifer, oh, you used to be a Pishki girl. I know who you are now. I understand. Okay, so Jennifer Pishki, I like your last name now. I like it a lot. Okay. Yeah, Amy, I think that in the eyes of other people, honesty, humility, and apology, all of those things will go a long way in the eyes of others. Yes. Jennifer, I am so proud of you. Whoop, whoop. You have a different last name, and I would have never have known that was you. So I'm so glad that you told me that. And you know what I feel like when I see that? When I see you with that happening, I feel like you're in a rubber band. Well, how would I do that? Pull you back in a rubber band and let you go. That's what I feel like. Like I'm just going to let you go. And let's just fling you. And so you may actually feel that. You may now feel like you're flying at 350 miles an hour forward and you have no idea where you're going to go splat. That may be exactly how you feel. However, it may also be a very exhilarating feeling of just flying through the air. At the same time, terrifying. And so I'm sure that that makes sense. But you are so much lighter. Your energy, looking at you and wrapping around you, just so much lighter. I love it. I love it. And congratulations on your name change. Okay. Alrighty then, let's take a peek and see who else is in the room here. Let me start back up here and make sure that I am not forgetting anybody. Hello, Brooklyn Borders. I got the whole Borders family. Whoop whoop. Kim, you need to have more kids. I need to say hello to more of your kids. Sharon Lindsay. Interesting. How do I say that? They showed me two things. They said, say no. Say no to this, but sign this. So you're going to be putting your signature on something, but you're going to be saying no to something else. They also say that excuse me, you are, it's funny because when I get tired, because I'm absolutely exhausted, but when I get tired, the veil just lifts that much more, and I'm just shown so many different things. I used to be afraid of reading when I was tired because I thought, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this while I'm tired. But when I'm tired, it's just so much easier to fall into a trance-like state that I get drifty. I get pulled into it. And it's funny because you can see my eyes. My eyes will get really heavy, and they'll actually, like, my lids will droop. And that's when I know I'm like, woo, I'm crossing some dimensions right now. But what they're saying, you're going to say no to something. What the heck? You're going to say no to one thing. You're going to sign something else. And what they're also saying is that there is an opportunity for you to end up on whitewater. Now what that means is you don't want to be on whitewater if you don't have to be. You really don't. Sometimes it's inevitable. And what I mean is this. The way that they make it sound is that you've been through something that would have been really, really difficult up here. You would have rode the whitewater down. You would have experienced bouncing off the rocks and going through, just feeling out of control. And then the raft kind of brings you down to this shallow area. And my phone is going crazy. I apologize. Brings you down to this area where you can get out without getting wet. You don't want to be in the water either, because being in the water makes you feel like you're out of control. So this brings you down to an area where you can get up and walk around on a dry land. And what they're saying is that there's a possibility of going back down the whitewater again, which means that you would have gotten off on the right-hand side. And getting off on the right-hand side, it means that you're choosing a comfort over a difficult situation or a risk, something new. So you would be choosing the people, places, and things that are comfortable to you, rather than choosing what you know you should probably be choosing, but it requires change and sometimes a difficult choice. So I would make sure that I am doing what is difficult or what is the feeling like I'm supposed to do rather than what's comfortable. Excuse me. And so, very important for you to understand. No sign, no more whitewater. Get off and go do things you've not done before. And that was for, who was I reading for? I don't even know. There was somebody here. Sharon? That was for Sharon Lindsay. Okay. All right. Robert Gentry is the computer person. So does that mean, Robert, that you're like, whoop, whoop, I want to do a gallery? Okay. I have a lot of people in Washington State that want to do a gallery, and I know it's going to take me a while to get to Washington State. I know I would like to do one in Scotland. And I have a lot of friends in Scotland, so I would love to do one in Scotland. I'm trying to think of other places, so let's see here. Let's look. Let's see. Tell you I did not receive a notification for this time. Oh, you did. Jesse Garcia got our notification. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay. Where am I? Hi, Brielle. I apologize. I've got something in my throat. And I'm on live chat. And heck yeah, I would. I will intern for you on that Scotland trip. Well, Lala, one of these days I am going to go to Scotland. I am. I'm going to go, and I may not want to come back. I am dying to go back to where I've had past lives and go walk where I used to walk in a different life. It's just calling me back, desperately calling me back. But I'm probably going to do one of my galleries in Scotland. Who knows? I may have to find like a Hogwarts background for that one, because I'm a Potter freak. Anything about Hunter's classmate that passed away? They were childhood friends. No. Anna, I will definitely not. I don't have enough time to go into something like that right now, but I will definitely look at. I will definitely look and see if Hunter has anything to say about them. Is it like a? You didn't say the name, so it did not. It's not repeating. But is there like an S around that individual, or a Scott or something, Anna, around that person's name? And I'm asking, gosh, I'm getting all stuffy sitting down here too. Yes, Memory LeMay. I have not read for you either, and I flipping love Harry Potter at Universal Studios. I've gone there twice or three times. I don't know. I love it. It's a blast. All right. Janice, yes, Washington State. Okay, so Memory LeMay. The one thing that comes through for you right away is books. Books, 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 learning, studying. If you're not back in school right now, you need to be back in school. If you're not in school, you need to be in school. It feels like this is a lot of where your direction in life is going to go. So if you, let's say, are finishing up a degree right now, or you're about to go to do a degree, it's very important that you further, and it feels like you have this scholarly energy. I know you're going, what? Scholarly energy? Because, I'm seeing like rainbows and unicorns all over you, but there is definitely something about you that tells me that you're a higher education coupled with who you are and how people view you is very powerful, because you have the ability then to reach so many different people and change a lot of perspectives for the better. And so in essence, you'd be just sitting there hanging out with people, and they'd be like, oh yeah, that's Memory. Yeah, that's Memory. And then you would open your mouth and you'd start talking and sharing and supporting, and people would be like, wow, I was just educated. I just learned something. And because they know you and trust you, they will then also grow and learn. And I feel like not only does it put you in the position of mentor, but also a form of leading from behind the pack. So education is very important for you. Golly gee, I cannot even breathe right now. It's so stupid. Uncle Big Boy Tyson Kelly. Does he have anything to do or know about my sister's death? I apologize. I have so many messages coming through I cannot keep up with. I cannot keep up with everything. Okay. Okay. Yeah. My phone is just going crazy. So, all right. I'm going to have to, I can't read any of that. Tyson Kelly. Does he have anything to do or know about my... Yes. Absolutely yes. Yes. And for some reason I'm seeing somebody writing something. I see him writing something. And it feels like it's like a recipe. A recipe for or the way to do something, the instructions to do something, but he's writing something down. I also see a cap, like a snow cap or a beanie. So I can't turn my, I'm going to have to turn my phone off. I have like 1,000 messages that are on my phone right now. I apologize if you can hear the dingy dingy. All right. Amy Bell, I hope you're going to be in Kansas City when I'm in Kansas City, because I'm going to be in Kansas City on March 31st. Hello. Oh yeah, nobody knows. Okay, so if you don't know, I have, what's coming up? What's coming up? So February, if you're in Oneonta, New York, I will be at the B-Side Supper Club doing a gallery there. You can get to my website, find out about all the events that I'm doing. But Oneonta, New York, I will be doing a gallery on the 12th, next Tuesday. And then from there, I'll be going to Edmonton, Canada. So there's a Dead by Con there that if you want, it's a huge event. And Michael Myers, like, you know, Tony Moran, Felissa Rose, all of them, they will all be there as well. And I will be doing, I don't know, galleries or readings. Just going to play it by ear and just have a lot of fun. And then, let's see what's next. Then March. So then March 30th, I'll be at Mineral Springs with Riverbend Paranormal, and we will be doing like I'll be doing some speaking stuff, and then there's a ghost hunt at Mineral Springs, and last week, or the week before, like it was on Ghost Adventures, so you guys probably know about Mineral Springs, so I'll be on that. And then the 31st of March, I will be at the Hilton Garden Inn in Kansas City, Kansas. I'll be doing a big gallery there, so you can meet me there. And then where were we at? April. So April 13th, I will be at the Rhodes Hotel. It's like a haunted place where people still haven't checked out. And it's a hotel. So I'm going to do a gallery, and then I'm going to do a ghost hunt. So there's a gallery ticket, or you can do the VIP for the gallery and the ghost hunt that night. It's going to be super cool. And 50% of all of those proceeds are going to the Lost Limbs Foundation to help children who have lost their limbs or their amputees of some kind for whatever reason. And Mike Couch is the founder of that foundation. He made it, and 50% of the proceeds for that will be going to Lost Limbs Foundation. And then on the 26th is Ashmore Estates. It's going to be a gallery and a ghost hunt until 1 a.m. It's going to be super, super fly, and it's so much fun, and I cannot wait. And then May, I'll be in Virginia, in Bristow, Virginia, Haymarket, Virginia, hitting the wineries and the battlefields and all that stuff. So if you're interested in something like that, you can get a hold of Kim Borders. She's also helping me plan the whole entire event. So that's Bristow, Virginia. And then in June, it's kind of like a toss-up. I think I'm going squatching. I'm not sure. I will find out. And then end of June, I will be in Tennessee, doing a Unity event down there as well, doing some speaking things and a ghost hunt in Tennessee. So get out my website, RebeccaFoster.co, and check out all of my events that I've got going on, and it's super fun. Everything. I mean, I wouldn't do it if it's not fun. I mean, especially, and there's always food. There's always food, because I don't go anywhere if there's no food. And let me think. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you are told when I'm getting on here, because like tonight I wasn't supposed to do this. This is totally impromptu. And yeah, Lala will be at Ashmore. Anna, she will be at Ashmore. She's on here. So lots of people on the chat too. So it's really exciting. But again, if you're interested in being a guinea pig for my gallery, shoot me an email and just let me know. And let me know where you're at too, in what state, because then I will, see what I can do about using you. Like, I'm going to pick 3 to 4 people to do one of these private galleries. They're not put onto YouTube. It's all private. Everybody in the gallery gets read, and it's fun. So we're going to just see how that goes. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I will be back on, I think it's the 22nd is the next. Let me look at my calendar here. If it'll let me. It's just going to be temperamental like everything else today. But I think, yes. 2 Fridays, the 22nd, I will be on here again at 9, doing more readings and just having fun, of course. So I am, yes, and like Kim just said, you can always do a private. If you want to do an elective reading and you want something a little more in depth, you can do a 15-minute or a 30-minute reading privately with me. And again, I do them over the phone, so we don't have to find a way to meet up. I think that's it. But thank you all so much for seeing my announcement about my whole new studio, and how I'm going to set this up and how I'm going to do my new galleries and reaching people around the world. And watch for my book, because that will be coming out this year sometime. I'm hoping 2019. That will be out. And I'm going to make it available to everyone. Everybody is going to have a chance to get the book. And I'm really excited about where it's going to go. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. And again, subscribe to my channel so that you're notified. Get onto my Facebook group too. It's Facebook.com/God's Reader. I get onto Facebook every day there. But I also have a private group that is just made for people who need support on the spiritual things and figuring out what's going on in their life along the lines of what I do. And everybody's there is given a chance to help each other and build their own gifts of helping people. So I look forward to seeing you guys again. And thanks a lot for joining me tonight. Have a great evening and a great weekend. See you later. Bye-bye.